Hey guys, good afternoon, or I usually always say that, don't I? Um, I wanted to share with you guys a dream that I had. Trying to look here because that's where the camera is. Okay, looking here because my camera's not like this, it's like this. So, I had a dream. This dream was in November, and it's maybe November 20 something, and I had I had like literally put this on audio and my audio disappeared. So I had to wait again to make another audio. Then I had to transfer it on paper just in case if I forget something. So I'm gonna start saying it, just telling my dream now. Okay. I'm just gonna go from memory and then I'll read on the paper. So in my dream, there was a school, and it looked like a school, and in the building everybody was trying to find a ray, and I just looking at the school, what I could think about why we're in a school, what it represents to me, and what I think God's trying to say is that it has to do with learning. The school has to do with learning and teaching, right? And I saw people everywhere. There was adults, younger people. I don't think I saw kids though. I think this is just like, you know, like people, like adults, younger people. And there's people. Everybody was looking for stuff. People were getting distracted, and excuse me, because I have mittens on, so I can't really grab that much of the book. People are getting distracted by things, and people are trying to find a way. And I feel like God was trying to say that in this life we're walking, and He is trying to guide us and always trying to teach us, but we have to find our way to Him, the right way, and choose the right choices and learn from the wrong ones. So that's what I feel and think it means. And there was people, I saw people like demons and a girl demon and people who were trying to trick them and to doing things, distracting them. And I went past the distraction, and some people did too. But some of them stayed there. They were stuck for a while. Then I saw these people out on the side of the building. There was people on the side of the building, and they had these phones in their hands, and there was these things. There was these things connected from the phones to them, and it kind of looked like pink with blood mixed. It looked like veins, and it was connecting from them to the phones, from them, and I felt like it was distracting them, and it was like I feel distracting, taking their focus off what is important, and it was just weird, and they were just stuck to it, and I was like, in the veins, it was like sucking, like the life, the focus out of them. It was in the energy and the focus. I mean, they look so tired and weak and like robots, like like when you say zombie, like that. They're tired, like they look a little bit gray. Like it was sad and so exhausting. The way they looked, their eyes were even irritated. And after that, I saw this train, and there was this train. It just came back so fast, but it slowed down to a bit. I was trying to get these bugs out of the way. There was this sun, and it was the sun was out, and I saw this train come by, and it came fast, but kind of slowed down to the curve, but then went fast. fast, but I happened to jump on it, and some other people jumped on it with me. And when I went on it, I don't know, but I remember it was moving so fast, and it turned down slow, like for a little bit for us to go on, for some people to go on. So I jumped on it. Some other few people jumped on it. Maybe like 12, 5, no, 18 people or so. Yeah. And all kinds of people. There was some people that didn't get to go on the train. They missed it, or that they were too stuck on their phones or whatever was going on in the school building. Because we were in the school building for a while, because there was so many like demonic people or demons, or that look like people, but people probably influenced by the enemy that were distracting other people, and we had to go through these little tests. And sometimes we messed up, and sometimes we didn't, and most of the time I saw the people who just stayed there. But yeah, and I don't know, but the train reminds me like you better jump on it, like the salvation station. To go to salvation, we're going to God, and that's why I felt like we were going somewhere that God was taking us. We had to get on it. Let me see, where was I? And there was this other girl on the train and other people. We were wondering where we were going, and what I'm saying, like, that's why I think of the train as salvation station. Like, we're going to get our salvation. Like, we have it and we're going. Kind of reminds me of a song I used to sing with my baby brother. It was called Salvation Station, and it was by this Christian band called New World Sin. But I got him into singing it and liking it, and I just thought that when I woke up from the train. And let me see here. Okay, I'm back, guys. I paused the video, but I didn't really pause it. Kind of ended it, so I'm gonna have to put this video together. Cause I don't know, someone came out here and family member, and I had to pause it, and I didn't pause it. I ended it. Anyway, I'm gonna try and go from my memory, because reading on paper is just like making it go slow. So anyway, we got off the train, and we were on this field, and on this field it kind of looked like a track you walk on or run on, and we were walking, and then there was this big monster, and it kind of looked like it had 4 legs, and it was kind of pinkish reddish, and it kind of reminded me like a pig and a bull together. I don't know, it was just big. It was so big. And it was trying to come after us. It was trying to trip us, make us tumble or fall. But instead of it, like, it didn't really like hurt us to where it like killing us. I think it represents the enemy in trials and situations we face. I didn't really see anyone get hurt. I mean, it was tripping people, and people falling everywhere, and it was tumbling, and then it was tumbling like this. And I remember as it was running, and then it tumbled, and like it was gonna try and like crush us. I remember going underneath it. As it tumbled over me and some other people. That's what I remember seeing. Boy, and it was crazy. And I didn't have no cuts on me. I didn't see the other people have. I didn't really pay attention to it that much. What was going around me? I was just what I was experiencing. I fell, and I tripped over under it, but I didn't get hurt. I didn't have cuts on me, and And like I said, I didn't see people get killed, but I felt like it was kind of like whatever you're going through, you're gonna get back up again, and sometimes with a bruise, and sometimes you won't get hurt at all because God is protecting you. Okay. Then I remember seeing other people on the trail walking after that. And I saw some people on the trail with us after that. They kind of look like demons, like demonic people, and then some people used by the enemy. And all I know is that they were trying to lure people and seduce them and tempt them to do things. And once one of them came to me and was trying to like distract me or get me to do things, and I told them no, I don't want any of that. And I said I'm good. I kept on walking. Some other people did the same thing, and some other people stayed and got into activity, things that they shouldn't have. But they took their time, like they took their real sweet time into trying to make you stay there long so that you are distracted, you know, and stop and not go forward, you know. Like even just trying to talk to you for a long time. And so that took a while long. After that, there was we started moving forward, and then we stopped. As we were walking on track, we stopped. And I saw people handing out jewelry, watches, there was TVs, electronics, to try and distract people. And there was men seducing women, women seducing men. I hope I said that right? It was just all kinds of stuff. It wasn't really nothing nasty. I didn't see anything like that. I just saw people, women seducing men and men seducing women and other things. But they looked demonic as they were trying to do that to the people. They looked like wolves in sheep's clothing. Like they made themselves look like they were nice and good looking, but in the deep, they had cruel intentions. And I really, and I saw material things too. And then I tried hard to. They really tried hard to get to you, and some people stayed for a while, and others didn't. A lot who did, and there was a lot who didn't. Some who kept falling for it, and then others came out of it, and some stayed. It was so sad, because those people that stayed, they were just stuck, and they just stood there. And I remember as we were walking on the trail, and I saw that. Then we were still on the track, but we walked farther, and we were somewhere. We were still in the same area, but just different. We had walked a little farther. And what I saw was, oh my goodness, it was like there was people that they were there, and they were stuck. And I remember that they were just stuck on what they were looking at, what they were using. And even they were just stuck in this depression, this sadness, pain. And they were like so glued to whatever in that situation they were facing. They couldn't hear anything, they weren't seeing anything. And I just felt so bad for them, because I had turned around and I saw that, and I wanted to help. So I went to them, and I was giving them a message, and some other people turned around with me after that. And I remember saying to them, wake up, pay attention. Those things that you're dealing with, and those things that you're doing and are facing right now, it doesn't matter. It won't last, you know? And I was telling them to open up their eyes. And you have to come, we have to go. You and some people turned around, and some people turned around to try and talk to them too with me. They looked like stuck. They were so sad, like I said, and it was like slow motion. Like whatever they were in, it was slow motion for them. Like they were in it forever and stuck in that and just so sad and facing whatever they're going through. But it felt like it was forever, but it wasn't. And I started going in front of them, talking to them, telling them about God, things of God. I remember speaking. I was saying some words in Hebrew, Elohim, Adonai, and something else, and then I started speaking English. I was speaking tongues and then speaking in English, and some of the people who turned around with me, we started to sing and shout to try and get them to wake up out of that pain, out of that sadness, out of all those things that they're facing and distractions. And it was like 5 of us, maybe 6 or 7 of us that turned and were talking to them and shouting. And as they heard us, I remember seeing that some of them just go like from like this to face up and eyes open, and they were paying attention. They just felt the presence, the Holy Spirit of God come over them and shake them and wake them up. Some of them were so awake that they started to join us in the group and come with us. And some of the other people just stood there and were just lost in it. They never came out of it. And there was a lot of people, and then we continued on our journey, and we ended up to this place where there was dirt on the ground, but then we walked off of that, and then there was sand. And it was like yellow with sand, like when you see at the beach. Excuse me. I don't know if I should take these off. No, I'm gonna leave it on. It's gonna start getting dark. Okay. Let's go back to where I was. So there was that little dirt we went past, and there was sand. Excuse me. My sock came off. Okay. My sock disappeared. Okay, I found it. Okay. And there was a sand, and I saw these waters go up like that, and it looked like it was coming from the ground, like it, but I don't think it was. It was just flowing like this, like that. It was different colors of blue. It was so pretty, and kind of reminded me of Moses, where the water split open. But when we had appeared there, we already saw the water just going like that, and it was like it was so beautiful. Oh my goodness, it was like a breath of fresh air. Like it was so powerful. It was like so. Like the presence of the Holy Spirit and all of that was like so profound and so powerful. It just shocked you looking at it in amazement of all of it, of God. And it was like so many colors and so many colors of blue like this, blue like this, blue like this, and like a dark blue but not too dark, and it just had all the light of, like, it was glowing, radiating, shining with the light of God, the Holy Spirit. And you can even just hear the sound of it flowing up, like when you hear a wave at the beach going like that, with the little with the white stuff that, when you see the water come up on the sand and it's like white, or you see the water going like that, with the white water, like the white colors showing when the water moves. It was like that with the white. It was like and then there was colors of like light yellow in it and little bit tints of orange and yellow dots, like it was shining, like sparkles, and it was kind of like so clear, like as clear as glass, and like diamonds and crystals, and it was glowing like white and so pure and beautiful looking and radiant with the Holy Spirit and glowing with white, blue, and like I said, yellow with the Holy Spirit and little tints of and orange lights and there was little dewdrops in it flowing as it was flowing up in the air, moving, and even them like shined like with like a white like glow color, and like you could see it, like the light of the water with it. Oh my goodness, it was so beautiful. And we were just looking at that, and it was so beautiful. My goodness. And it looked like as God was the one who was just making it, like he was in control of it. It was just moving because of him, and it was just moving and swaying, and it was so beautiful, and like the most beautiful waters I have ever seen. And when you go to the beach and you see how the waters, oh my goodness. And it looked like there would be nothing in the waters to hurt you. It was so big. And see, because I got off of the paper and I just started talking from memory. Shared a dream like this long, like this. Maybe. Okay. Then I was standing and looking, and I heard something from God in the distance. Like I'm seeing the waters, imagine waters like you see in the ocean, going up, going right? And then I hear a voice out of there as I'm looking. And I know it's God. You just feel it that is God. And he says something, and I heard him. I don't know if the others heard him. Maybe they heard him too, the same thing. But all I remember is what he said, and I remember turning around and telling them it. I don't know why I turned around and tell them, but maybe they heard it with me, and maybe they heard something that God told them himself, or maybe they, like I said, they probably heard it too with me. With him as he was saying it, but I remember just turning around and just telling them. I don't know, maybe I was so filled with the Holy Spirit, I just like just got into the moment. I don't know, maybe God wanted me to say something. I don't know. And there was rocks too on the edge that you could see. And I was standing right here, and I don't think I was on a rock. I think I was standing next to a rock and like a little bit stand on it, but then got off of it, and then other people were standing on the ground, and some were standing some on the side too. Anyway, and what I heard from God was in the distance, he said something to us, and it was beautiful what he said. All I know is that he said, I have prepared a place for you that I have promised you for so long. And then I heard him saying that I will have filled you with my living waters flowing up in you, springing up within you, with life, everlasting life. Just hearing that was so beautiful to hear him say that I prepared a place for you, and that I will fill you with my living waters flowing up with you to bring up into everlasting life. and then I felt that we were gonna go home. I also heard him say this, come now. He said 3 times, come. Like it was a beautiful sight, like just a father telling his children, come now. Here we are we're going home. He's gonna take us home. We have come to the end of the finish line, and we're going to He says that we're gonna go to a place where we will be completely free and happy. The enemy won't be there. There won't be no pain. There won't be no heartache. And that now has come where we have finished our journey, and that the end of that we're gonna and that we have finished our journey and we are going home. It was beautiful. I wish I can just, I don't know, like just show a picture of it to you. I don't think I can draw it that good like that. I mean, just imagine when you watch Moses, think of it like that. 20 times, 1,000 times better. Heavenly. Alright, I hope I told you everything. Yep. My memory. Yes. Okay, I think that is the end. I even wrote it on here. I said, and that is the end of this dream. I just woke up like so stunned and shocked by what I saw, and also amazed and also like filled with the Holy Spirit. Like, I gotta go write it down, or put on audio or something. And who knows that I put on audio, and I always done it by writing it, but because when I in the moment the Holy Spirit, I go so fast, so I don't want to forget, right? So I did audio, and the next moment I know is I saved it and it was gone. I saved it on an app that saves audios and stuff, right? And then I had it, and it even disappeared on the audio app. I know that was the enemy. I had this dream November 20 something, and then I had rain, and I made audio, and then I had to remake an audio, and then I had to write it down. So, whew, boy, that was a trip. Just like this dream was a trip. I'm gonna end. I have another piece of paper here. I was about to say, did I miss anything? No. Okay, good. Okay. Bye. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope I did that right. And look, there's a little dot. But Jesus.